This one starts pretty simple. Orange zest worked into sugar, pistachios folded into a soft buttery crumb. But once it's baked, the flavor opens up into something bright, warm, and just a little unexpected. Let's start baking. Let's get started with our orange pistachio marmalade ribbon loaf. Now this is a great little loaf because you can prepare it all in one day. Unlike sometimes our sourdough loaves, we take 2 days. We're going to start by getting our pan ready. Now we're using a non-stick 9x5 pan, and we're going to put a little bit of baking spray in here just to be safe. But if you're using a regular 9x5 pan, you'll want to put a parchment sling in your pan so that your loaf comes out easily. All right, we already have some sugar in our bowl, and to our sugar, we're going to zest 2 oranges. Now, it's important to zest your orange right into your bowl with your sugar, not into another bowl and then move over into your sugar, because you're going to lose a lot of those essential oils. So we're just going to do it right here. Okay, now that we have our orange zest in here with clean hands, we're going to go ahead and pinch and rub to release these essential oils directly into our sugar. You don't want to skip this step either. It's very important to get that flavor mixed well, that orange flavor mixed well through your loaf. So just reach in, and we zested 2 oranges. All of the quantities will be listed right here on screen for your convenience, or also the entire recipe link is in the description. Also, the entire recipe link is in the description box below if you're watching on YouTube. That is my Substack newsletter where I have a lot of really good recipes. You'll want to stop by there and look around. Also, if you'd like to take a moment to subscribe, like, comment, share this video, that'd be much appreciated. It really helps to get the word out on our recipes. Okay, so we have that nicely mixed in. As you can see, our sugar has taken on a little bit of orange color. We can see the zest. Now it's time to get our butter and our eggs in. Now our oven is preheating up to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So you'll want to go ahead and get that started too, because things are going to come together rather quickly. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our butter in. Again, the quantities are listed below. And we're going to beat this on a medium-low speed for about 3 to 4 minutes. So as soon as that's ready, we'll be back to adding the eggs. Okay, that's been about 4 minutes. We're going to go ahead and scrape down our bowl. Always good practice to do so, just in case you have some butter on the bottom, some sugar on the bottom, something lingering where it shouldn't be lingering. Okay, and now we're going to add in our 3 eggs plus 1 egg yolk, one at a time until incorporated. Do. And egg number 2. And I think it's safe to put in egg number 3. And why not just throw in our egg yolk? There we go. And just beat that for a couple of minutes until it's fully incorporated. Right now, we don't have to worry about overbeating so much because we don't have our flour in yet. And remember, flour, when you're making a cake or a sweet bread or something like that, you really, cupcakes, donuts, whatever, you don't really want to overbeat. You don't want to get too super chewy. Okay, but with bread, you do. All right, we have a little bit of sugar and butter up on the paddle. Let's get that off. Let's scrape, because I can see some butter that's kind of gotten over there. And Let's continue to beat for another minute or so. We want the consistency to be pretty even. Okay, let's go ahead and get in our yogurt. This is Greek yogurt. We're using the Fahe brand today, but you use the brand you like. We took our oranges that we zested a bit ago, and we espressed out about 45 milliliters of juice. That goes in as well. And we're going to put in about a teaspoon of vanilla, if I can get it open. And I'm just going to eyeball that. There we go. All right, and mix that until it's all in. Okay, that's nicely incorporated, so we're going to go ahead and turn this off. And let's move it to the side a little bit. And let's go ahead and whisk together our flour, our fine sea salt, our baking powder, and our baking soda. So let's just get all that in there. And we're just going to whisk it until everything looks pretty evenly incorporated. Just a couple seconds. Okay, I think that's good enough. And now this goes into our mixer as well. Now that we're putting our flour in, we're going to just gently mix it in. Okay, so there goes the flour, the salt, the baking soda, and the baking powder, and just gently until mixed in. I'm going to go ahead and scrape down pretty early on because, again, we're trying to be gentle with that flour being mixed in. So I do have some flour on the sides. We don't want that. And I do not see any more streaks of flour, so off it goes. And we're going to take our roughly chopped pistachios and just fold those into our batter. Okay, a couple more there. And just gently fold in. And guess what? Our batter is done. Now it's just a matter of baking it. So we're going to get this into our loaf pan and into our oven. And soon we're going to have some pistachio, or is it orange pistachio? That's what it is. It's not pistachio orange. So we'll have this soon into our oven and out, and we'll be eating some orange pistachio marmalade ribbon loaf. So let's get this into the pan. Our batter is ready. We're going to get half of it into the pan. I did lightly grease mine. It's nonstick, but I just want to be safe with some baking spray. But if you don't have a nonstick pan, you do want to use a parchment sling in your pan, just to be safe. Now I'm going to put about half of this batter into the pan. Just half. All right, we have about half of the batter. Now I'm going to put a layer of orange marmalade in, but I'm not going to touch the edges. I'm going to put it in the center. And you can either just leave a ribbon or you can swirl it. I think we're going to swirl it just a little bit. Now you can just dollop it in. I'm kind of picky, so I put it into a piping bag, and I'm going to pipe in my marmalade right now using this nifty piping bag that I have with the marmalade, just to get a nice even, so I don't have to fool with the... Okay. And as you can see, I have the marmalade there. It's not touching any of the edges. And I'm just going to use this little plastic stylus that I have just to maybe swirl it a little bit around. Now you don't have to do this. You can just leave it as a ribbon. And I'm just kind of poking it around and swirling it. Not a whole lot. Okay, then the rest of the batter goes in on top. Try to be careful not to disturb too much your underlying layer of marmalade. So you want to kind of put your batter in dollops. Okay, now that I have the top layer in, I'm just going to gently spread it around because I don't want to disturb that marmalade too much that we carefully placed below it. Okay, there we go. Now, as I mentioned before, the oven is preheated to 350 Fahrenheit. We're going to go ahead, all the oven temperatures for convection, conventional, in Fahrenheit and Celsius will be right here on screen or also in my newsletter, link below. So let's go ahead and get this into the oven for about 45 to 55 minutes. Now you want to start checking it at about 45 minutes. And if you see that the top is getting a little bit too brown for your liking, go ahead and put a foil tint over the top and bake it for the remaining time that needs to be baked. Okay, so in the oven it goes. Our loaf is out of the oven and it's cooled down and it's looking and smelling just wonderful. Look at that. That is incredible. Nice golden color. And it is cooled down. It's been cooling down for about 2.5 hours. Now we're going to make our orange glaze to go on top. And then we're going to decorate it with some crushed up pistachios. How about that? Okay, so I have some powdered sugar here, confectioner's sugar, icing sugar, whatever you want to call it. And again, all of the quantities will be right down here or in the description box below. And if you like this recipe, how about subscribing? The button's right down there. Or sharing or commenting. We'd love to hear from you. All right, so I'm going to put just a few tablespoons into my powdered sugar. And we'll mix that up and see how it goes. This is our glaze to go on top of our orange pistachio marmalade loaf right here. Okay, so this is looking a little thick. I think I'd like to have it a little thinner because I do want it to run down the sides of the loaf. Although this probably will, but it could still be just a little bit thinner. So I'm going to put in a little more orange juice, just a drop, because a little bit will go a long way. And then I have a pinch of sea salt that I'm going to put in there. So let's get that in too. And mix again and see what we end up with. Okay, that's a little bit better, I think. Yeah. So let's go ahead and put this into our pitcher. I have a little pitcher here that I'm going to then pour on top of the loaf. So let me just get this in there. A little bit more. Set that aside. Let's go ahead and start to ice this loaf. I'm just going to go back and forth. I'd like for some to go down the sides. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Maybe we can get a little bit to go down the side over here. Let's see if we can get some to come out. There we go. I think that's looking pretty good. And I have some roughly chopped up pistachios, just like we have inside the loaf, to sprinkle on top. Look at that. How about that? Look at that. That is looking incredible. But we still need to cut into it. So I need a knife, but I don't have one right here. So I better go get one. Okay, I'm back and I now have a knife. So let's give this a cut, shall we? Let's see. Let's cut down through this end right here. So let's go right through here. Let's see what we got. Yeah, my hands got a little sticky there. Oh my God, look at that. That looks incredible. Okay. Look at that. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay. That's our orange pistachio marmalade ribbon loaf. And it's looking wonderful. Okay, well let's eat this. So let me get a piece right here. And of course I don't have a fork, so I'm going to just use this. Let me just get a piece right through here. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. Yummy. That orange zest that we put into the sugar and into the batter really comes through. This nice glaze on top and the pistachios. Excellent. Yum. So, if you like this recipe, how about trying out this one up here? I think you're going to like it too. And I'm going to keep on eating some more of this delicious loaf. Yum. Make it. You won't be sorry. Bye.